That was so fucking bad. When I was recording the podcast with Boss, like I didn't check my mic and it went absolutely insane. That was so shit.
I've got mine constant.
All right, I'm joined here today by the one and only Dan, aka RaggedyDan. How are you doing, dude?
Woo! I'm good. Thank you very much. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you. So,
cheers for having me on.
Yeah, dude, it's awesome. You make a very specific sort of content, and I thought it would be an amazing contrast because I had Mr. Boss on pretty much 2 days ago.
Yeah.
So I was like, gotta get this guy on.
Gotta love Boss, haven't you? There's definitely a huge contrast between me and him.
So, yo, I figured you saw the cut, or you listened to the podcast. Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, it was good. Obviously, I'd discuss. If it was my podcast with him, I'd want to discuss different things to what you discussed and be a bit more brutal with him. But that's just me. yeah, it was good. It's good to hear him in a more casual way, I suppose.
Yeah, for sure. I get what you're saying as well. Like, because when I had him on, I wanted to discuss all sorts of things with him, even the doxing situation, what he got called out for a while ago, and of course the entire situation with him taking other people's Snapmatic art and whatnot for his thumbnails, so basically stealing content. But he respectfully declined talking about that, so I was like, yeah,
that's very good of him.
There was an interesting thing. Like, I can't go in too much detail, but the stealing content thing, well, the Snapmatic thing, to be precise, if you don't know what that is, that's the art people make in GTA 5, right? You maybe seen it. But there's an entire legal side to that, which was really interesting, and I wish I could told people about that on the podcast, but I can't. Like, it's really interesting what he has to deal with on a daily basis.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he could hire someone to do that for him.
Yeah,
if he really wanted to.
He actually did. Like, he actually did. So that's an interesting thing. But yeah, anyway, what else would you want to discuss with him then? Because like you've got a freaking arsenal of material on Mr. Boss.
Well, there's obviously the doxing thing. Like, I mean, what you just said then, that he didn't want to talk about it, that would be one of the things that I'd mention. Why doesn't he want to talk about it? Why doesn't he want to be held accountable for shit that he's clearly done?
That is an interesting notion. Like, I would have loved to talk just and clearly like give my opinion on it. But I think it was a moment of weakness for him. Yeah, because needless to say, he's getting shit on this a lot, right? Go ahead.
Sorry, he definitely wouldn't have done your podcast if you said, I'm going to talk about doxing.
No, I did. I asked him to come on, yeah. So, and then before we did the podcast, I was like, yo, this is the kind of things I wanted to talk to you about. There was like a clear no-go on the doxing situation. He just doesn't want to talk about it.
That's pretty bad. I mean, that's bad in itself. If I don't know, I mean, if I did something really shitty like that and someone questioned me on it, I'd want to make like a video on it or something just to clear my name, but the sole fact that he doesn't even want to talk about it kind of just says guilty.
In a way, like there was a nice opportunity to come clean there for him. Like, he could have just said like, all right, this is it was like, because I'm pretty sure it was a moment of weakness. Like I said, he's getting shit on so much, and then he was like, yo, I'm gonna do something about this. Clearly, doxing was not the right thing to do. Don't get me wrong. Like, that's just messed up.
Right.
But yeah, like I said, he kind of fucked up there, and he should just like I feel as well. He could have come clean there and like be like, yo, okay, fair enough. And then I was like, okay, fair enough. Shake hands on it. It happens, right? We all do very fucked up things in our life, and but yeah, like I said, the thing between us, well, not to say you, because you got a pretty big spotlight on your face now as well, but he's got a major spotlight on his face, and everyone's out for blood on this guy, right?
Jesus, yeah, he has. He's got a massive. If I've got a big spotlight, holy shit. Can I swear?
Sure.
Can I swear?
Fucking shit, fuck cunt. There we go.
Cheers, cunt. His podcast, his spotlight is huge compared to mine. He's got a massive audience. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and then not even
somehow. I mean, clearly it's worked.
Yeah, but like, it's not even that audience, because he's appealing to his audience more than he's appealing to the people who hate his content, hate his guts for whatever reason.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure he has a large portion of people subscribed to him just to hate on him. Just throw it out there.
But yeah, I think it's like a really interesting notion that a lot of people hate him so much, but everyone has like you can either like him, you can dislike him. It's entirely up to you for whatever he does. But still, so many people keep watching and keep hating, and I agree with him on the fact like, yo, dudes, if you don't like my shit, if you don't like my content, just don't watch me.
Yeah, that's true. But also, there's that side of things. He says stuff like that, but then he also says, like on his Twitter, I've said this in a video before, he's like, oh, well, thanks for the view. It's just, his attitude's a bit different to what it should be, I think. I mean, that's obviously my opinion. I can't say what his attitude should be like. But when someone's like, boss, why are you clickbaiting? He just responds like, yeah, thanks for your money. Basically, it's like, okay, you could answer the question. Why are you clickbaiting?
Yeah. I think if he were to address the issue that people have with him, like on a video or whatever, he might that might help out in his favor so much.
Oh, definitely. That's, I mean, people that have responded to my videos like all silenced. I've made like 2 videos on him. I mean, I could make loads more, but the reason I've made so many on Boss is he doesn't want to talk about it at all. He thinks because of his channel size, he can just avoid these things. And it's stuff like when people are like bashing his live streams, he'll message them. There's videos on YouTube, if people want to find them, we can find them, of him going, oh, I tell you what, I'll give you a shark card if you don't join my streams again. And it's just like, he tries so hard to avoid the hate for some reason, and then he says it doesn't affect him. I don't understand. That's why I make videos on him, because he really can't stand it, and he doesn't admit it.
Yeah. Yeah, it does affect him for sure. Like he
oh, definitely.
He said
more
that,
than anyone.
He doesn't. He tries to ignore it, but I think he knows, he's well aware that there is this hatred towards him and his content.
Oh yeah.
But still, like when I got to talk to him in a one-on-one conversation, and not even off podcast, right? I really got the vibe, and I'm pretty sure it was like. He really enjoyed what he does. He enjoys doing YouTube. Of course, he makes a lot of money, and he enjoys playing GTA as well. So,
yeah, of course he does.
But he is also a businessman. Like he's a businessman. He's out there to make money on YouTube. That's why he do it. That's why he does it full time.
Yeah, that was one of the things as well that that got me on his podcast, on your podcast. Sorry, he said, what was it he said? He was like, yeah, as far as my job is, it's to get views. That is my job. He might as well have said, oh, my job is to just make money. I mean, that's, if someone asks you what your job is, you don't just go, oh, it's to get views. Like, I see YouTube, even if it was my full-time job, I'd see it as building a community. It's just, his whole attitude, it's very business-like to YouTube. I mean, 5 years ago, people used to do YouTube for no money and just for the hobby. And I know it's his business and he loves doing it, but he's very robotic with it. It's like if it was his business and there's a tax on it, it's like he'd sue if it was a registered company and everything. That's what I don't get about him. He's very business-like when it comes to YouTube, and you have larger YouTubers. I mean, PewDiePie, for God's sake, the largest one. He doesn't seem very business-like about it. It's still a hobby to him.
Yeah.
That's what I don't get about him.
It is interesting.
Hence the videos.
In a way, though, like in the end, if you look at the competition that he has, right? I am in a way glad that he is on top of that business instead of people like Lispy Jimmy and Sernandoe.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. But Ross, clickbait wise and title wise, thumbnail wise, content wise, he is far from the worst out there. There's vloggers worse than him. Lance Stewart, for example. He's
dude. Fill me in on that, because I've seen you make a massive video on him, but I saw something about ghosts and shit. Fucking possession.
Yeah, that's the spirit. This guy, right? Basically, he was possessed. Well, he wasn't. He did vlogs, and then he did this Ouija board video that got like double the views he used to get, and obviously he gets double the views. He thinks, shit, okay, let's do more of that. So it led on, and to keep his subs coming in, to keep the money rolling, he pretends to be possessed. You know H3,
yeah, of course.
I'd imagine, yeah. He was the first one to expose him, I suppose, and show that clearly he's using a green screen when he's getting dragged out of bed. He's clearly got a rope tied around his ankle. That's just, I mean, there's doing what Ross does and putting Q&A at the end of the title and all that, and then there's just lying to your subscribers, blatantly lying, and then playing it off in a video Like, yep, I was possessed.
YouTuber's fucked.
The guy's just... Oh, yeah, that's straight up lying. I'm pretty sure the title was I Was Possessed.
What the...
And then H3 made that video showing that there's a rope, and Lance was just like, why would I... He didn't address the rope. He was just like, why would I smash my head against the wall, potentially hurting myself? He hardly smashed his head against the wall. I could have smashed my head against the brick wall with the same force that he used and still be fine. And I wouldn't make $10,000 a video doing it, or whatever he's making.
Christ,
That's why he'd smash his head against the wall. He's a straight up liar. Compare Ross to him. Ross is an angel.
Yeah.
Like I said, the reason I'd do it to make videos on Ross is his whole attitude towards like hate and haters or dislikers or whatever he wants to call them.
It's hard to put myself in his position, but like I'm pretty confident that I would just make a video on that as well, just addressing some of the issue. Maybe just come clean, like just go ahead and like, all right, guys, I fucked up. I done fucked up good this time with the doxing or whatever. Yo, my apologies for that. That was fucked up. But then again, the other side of that story is that it's never enough. If you address one issue, then there's 1,000 people on his ass right away, right?
Yeah, I mean, the doxing issue, that was massive, and he did address that on Twitter, and he just said that he was just reaching out for social media and email addresses. If it was just that, why doesn't he want to talk about it in more detail?
I like I said, I think it's because he
needs to acknowledge it.
I feel like if he does that, then it would just turn into a massive shitstorm around him. And at least that's what he thinks, right? I think that's his reasoning.
Yeah, that's what he thinks. Yeah, I mean, it's blown over now, but at the time, he could make a video. He'd have so much respect if he made a video now saying, at least I think he'd have so much respect. He'd have so much respect from me if he was saying, look, I'm going to start putting... I mean, I gave him suggestions in my video, put Q&A in the thumbnail. But again, he's all about views, so he's never going to do that, and he doesn't answer to his subscribers saying why he's not. If he just said, look, I'm putting Q&A at the end of the title, if you hover over the title, you'll see it says Q&A. I'm not going to put it in the thumbnails, like it or lump it. He refuses. He refuses to. Most of his comments on those Q&A ones are, why don't you put Q&A at the beginning? And he can't answer that.
Yeah, fair point.
He refuses to.
Fair point.
And there is subscribers asking that. It's not like I'm going, oh, why aren't you? He doesn't have to answer to me. I don't watch his content, but it's the people that are watching his content but don't want to watch his Q&As. They're asking, dude, why don't you put Q&A at the start so I know not to click this video because I don't like the Q&As? And he's not responding to them. He's not telling them why Q&A is at the end of the title. I mean, I could tell you why, but he should be the one to do that.
Yeah.
Sadly, I have to.
That would have been an interesting point to discuss with him as well. Yeah. But still, like it's his business in the end of the day. Like, he should
it's
do
water under the bridge, isn't it? Yeah, he can do what he wants.
I guess.
He's never going to stop doing it, no matter what somebody says.
Dude, but I love the contrast between him and like people like Not. Like Not wears like a badge that you make videos on him, right? Like you can just see it. You can see it. I know you guys talk in.
Sorry.
Noughtpointfour.
Yeah, what did you say about him? Sorry.
He wears that shit like a badge, like that you make videos on.
Oh yeah.
And he I think in a way he even enjoys it.
He does. Yeah, Nought's a nice guy. Nought's a really nice guy. I made a shortened. It's my latest upload at the minute. The shortened video on him.
Oh, the dude with the dude thing.
Yeah, he said.
Yeah, I just watched it.
Oh yeah, yeah. He says guys 56 times.
Oh, guys, yeah, guys.
He messaged me like, LMAO, I love the video. He does. He loves it. And he doesn't. That's the thing. If Ross enjoyed my content, he'd never tell you. No way. That's like you said. That would be a moment of weakness, and he can't show that he's a businessman, not a YouTuber.
But still, like I said, I stand by my point. I am glad that he's at top and not fucking Lispy Jimmy, whatever, Like, those guys are really... Like, I'm all about live and let die, right? Like, anyone can do whatever he wants, but every time I watch his content, I get fucking triggered. Like, anything this guy puts out, I'm like, yo, dude, come on,
definitely.
Dude.
Subscriber-wise, Lispy Jimmy's at the top, but thankfully he's not ruining the GTA community quite as much as he was. Now he's doing... stealing videos and saying, "Whoa, you must watch," and all that.
Insane.
Thankfully, Lispy Jimmy's not up there.
That's insane, right? Like, I saw that a while ago. He was doing this, like, I don't know what it is, like America's Home Funniest videos, just stealing them and just, like, how does he even get away with that shit?
He just recorded an intro for 30 seconds, like, "What's up, guys? Lispy Jimmy and the croaky voice. I'm doing a giveaway. By the way, check out this video. That's someone else's. See ya. Thanks for the $500."
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, this is what I mean.
And the support he fucking gets.
Oh yeah, because he says stuff like, "Oh, I've got 10,000 Samsung Galaxies in a warehouse. If you want one, leave a like." People believe that? Okay.
Dude, the question will always remain, right? Who's a fucking wake, dude?
Oh yeah, always, every day on Twitter. It's every day, bro.
It's so freaking funny, dude. Always makes me chuckle.
Who's awake? None of your audience, because they don't see your shit. They're fast asleep. They're falling for you. This is mad.
But yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous how he gets away with it. And I've often like I've wondered, like, is he actually really? Is he just retarded? Or is he really fucking smart? Like, is he a fucking genius for figuring this shit out? And how to get away with it as well?
Oh, he's really smart. Of course he's smart.
Every YouTuber has to be smart nowadays, right? Like,
it's a lot of them. The ones that get somewhere, I think they've got to be smart. Ross is smart. Yeah. I'm not going to take away that Ross enjoys making his content and he loves his job, and he probably does appreciate his community and the position he's in. But yeah, he's definitely smart.
Have you ever gotten 100%. A reply out of like Lispy Jimmy or Sernandoe? Because those are two like other of your freaking hot topics, ain't it?
The only thing I've got from Lispy Jimmy was I did a super chat on his stream. Just, you can leave a message on someone's stream and it pins the comment or whatever. Just taking the piss. I can't remember what I put. And he was just like, "Oh, thanks for the £5, RaggedyDan. Shout out to RaggedyDan." That's all I got. I mean, that's the best way of doing it. Because I did it to Naught, and Naught responded. Ross, on the other hand, nothing. No thanks for the donation. But yeah, that's all I've got out of Lispy Jimmy. Nothing from Sernandoe. So,
all these figures, right? I don't know how it happened, but how they managed to get their positions. It's really interesting though. Like what I like about Ross is how he got to his position, because he basically saw everyone leave, and he saw like, "Yo, guys, there's a void here, and I'm gonna fill this void," and that's how I get this business mindset. He's smart as fuck. What about what he does?
Oh, of course he is. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I can complain about what I want. But with a channel of my size, I can complain all day about him, and he's not going to lose sleep over it. He's not going to lose money over it, and he's not going to lose views over it.
You're growing fast, though.
I think that'll come with time. To be honest, I think it'll come with time with him. I think Naught's going to fly past Ross. I mean, it's a different kind of content they make, but he's not going to be at the top of the GTA game for long, I don't think.
Well, maybe commentator genre will remain. Like, if people need information or whatever, there's quite a few good people out there as well. Like, I can't stress it enough, right? Like, we can't focus on whatever people think is bad. Yeah. Like, I know guys called GTA series. If you want to have information on whatever, those guys are amazing. Bruffy's good. Amazing, dude. I love this guy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Of course, it's good that Ross is at the top of the community and not someone like Lispy Jimmy, but it'd be better if it was Bruffy at the top.
He's making moves, but Bruffy
that's the point I look at it.
But Bruffy's not broad enough in a way, right? He's focusing on cars. He loves his car shit and
cars. That's the thing. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I like to think that if you went into like the stuff, all gun running. I mean, 86 gun running videos in the past month or whatever. I'd like to think if he went into gun running that he'd get the views that Ross gets, but due to channel size, he really wouldn't, and it's a shame.
I believe he's like Bruffy is focusing more on live streaming these days anyway, which is totally fair. Like he's making good money on it, and it's good times for him.
Yeah, and you can't fault him. He's one of the nicest guys from what I've seen. Obviously, I don't think I've spoke to him directly, but he seemed very genuine.
He is. Like I did a collaboration back with him when we were both really small guys. It was so fucking funny. Like I think I was at 2,000 subs, and he was like slightly bigger than me, and we just had a good time. He's generally such a nice person. That's what I like about this guy.
Yeah, that's what we want at the top of YouTube.
Good.
Thankfully, the largest YouTubers on the platform are pretty nice guys, or from what we can tell. That's what puts me to sleep at night, knowing that the biggest YouTubers on YouTube seem pretty nice.
I don't know. There's like an entire freaking toxic. You don't know how people actually are, right? Like it's kind of creepy in a way. Like I'm always scared meeting YouTubers because you just don't fucking know.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They can be complete cunts.
I'd like to think that people that I talk about are amazing people. I mean, I say in most of my rants, I don't know them personally, so I can go off what they show. I can only go off what they make public. And what a lot of them make public is bullshit. So until you meet them, you haven't got a clue what somebody's like. You don't know what goes on behind closed doors, do you?
Exactly. It's creepy. It's creepy in a way. Like, but I'd like to say exactly what I like to think that everyone is pretty cool on top. They got there, and but they do live in a little bubble in the end. Like, but do you play GTA at all?
I did. I think I uninstalled it recently, but the gun running thing's really. I really want to reinstall it, but at the minute I've got no time to even play on my Xbox. So like YouTube's like not my job, so I don't have much time.
What do you do in real life, if I may ask?
I work at a hospital, my local hospital. Yeah, I'm nothing like a doctor or anything. I'm still on shit money. Don't worry about that. But yeah, it's just general admin work basically. So,
fair enough.
But
do these guys know? Like, do your coworkers know that you do YouTube as well? Do they watch you?
A few of the guys my age do, yeah. I'm not sure they watch. They know I have a channel. I don't think they're too interested, to be honest. They have their own sort of hobbies. But there's quite a few, let's say, elderly ladies. I don't think they're aware. They're aware I have a channel, but they don't know what the channel is, which is probably a good thing, because the amount of shit I say on my channel, I'd probably... I wouldn't lose my job. Yeah, in the NHS, it's what you do outside, whatever. But...
It's always weird, isn't it? It's weird explaining what YouTube, what you do on YouTube. It's so weird explaining in real life to your friends and shit. Like I instantly feel like a nerd every time I have to talk about this shit.
Oh yeah, I mean, I feel like, especially doing what I do, like if you do Let's Plays, you can be like, oh yeah, I record myself reacting to games, and people watch and they enjoy it. But I'm just like the word I use is critique. I critique other people where I don't like their content. Not I take the piss out of people.
Well, is this your end goal as well then, on YouTube, by the way? Is this what you want to do? Is this what you keep doing?
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm not sitting here. I don't make a video and I'm just like, yep, let's hope that goes viral and I can quit my job tomorrow. But if that does happen, then shit, I'm not gonna complain. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
I've set obviously, no YouTuber wants to talk about salaries or whatever, but I've set a certain amount that if I earn a certain amount each month, I'd quit my job. It'd be less than what my job is now, but just for the fact of being self-employed and not having to go out to work every day, I'd quit my job at a certain point.
It's creepy,
but that's miles off.
I don't know if I could physically do that. Like I don't know if I have the discipline to do YouTube full time. That's like another story right there.
Oh, the YouTubers that upload daily, the big ones that could quit their jobs right now. They could quit YouTube and just buy the nicest cars. Let's just name him, right? PewDiePie. He could just quit, take his millions, and do nothing for the rest of his life. But every day, it's every day, bro. He's just on that grind.
Why would you do that though? Like this is a question always coming to mind. Like if you made those millions of bucks, would you keep going? Like you gotta really enjoy it. Like
he cares, doesn't he? He's made the biggest online community there is for one person anyway. He genuinely cares.
Exactly. I don't know. Like I'm in that regard, I might be a little bit of a cunt. Like if I have the money, I'd be like, yo, fuck all of you, I'm out of here.
Oh yeah. I'd like to think I'd carry on, but if I don't know what he's got in his bank, let's just be cautious. Just say 10 million, right? It's more than that. But if he had, you'd be very tempted.
Yeah, I guess
you would. But I'd like to think I'd carry on. But obviously, everyone's got the price, which is the sad thing about us. Got to try and be honest, though, haven't you? What's your price to quit and never do it again?
I think your channel has potential to blow up over time, though. Like you've got good things going right now. Like you get good viewership. You have a really tightly knit community as well.
Oh, it's ridiculous. My community is insane. I absolutely love my subscribers. I did a live stream earlier that you were in, and people were just the viewers I got. They were just going mad in the chat. They were just amazing. But in terms of the channel blowing up, that's I don't know. I mean, I don't think it'd blow up doing rants on GTA YouTubers. I genuinely think I'd have to move into rants somewhere else, like, you know, like Stuart or something, and be on the hot topics. You know, the guy, was it VidCon or something? You know that guy? You've probably seen it. I can't remember his name.
Dude, that's the Instagram dude.
He's clearly not that famous. I don't remember his name.
Oh
but yeah,
my
that guy.
God.
Making videos on that guy at the time. I mean, it's kind of past now. I'm a bit too late. That's the issue. It takes a bit of time to upload a video. If I could make it on the day, I would, but I don't know. You've got to be on the topics for your channel to blow up, and I'm always a few weeks behind. So, don't know.
Would you like to start tapping into freaking more like let's say even more controversial topics? Like I think I showed you that Tariq Nasheed guy, right?
Yeah.
So the story, yeah, what a guy that is. Like, just to elaborate a little bit on that, dude, it's ridiculous. This guy is absolutely retarded, right?
Yeah.
Like,
No
let me just put it that way. No, seriously. Like the thing is, no, but it's just the fact. He is probably the biggest racist that's out there. He's a black guy that hates the guts of every white person who has an opinion on racism.
Yeah.
It's absolutely ridiculous. This guy is a really smart guy, and he got a massive following just hating white people.
Oh yeah, but like you said, he's smart. I'd like to think that you'd make a load of hate videos and then you just be like, well, done for the day. And then I'd like to think they're not actually like that.
But would you like to dare to start making videos on someone like that? Like, that's a race issue. It's like really a slippery slope though, but like a well-educated video on that.
I don't know. I mean, it depends how you look at it. Getting into the topic of how controversial it is, probably not. But if I made a video and he saw it and made a video in response, it could help the channel and the community grow, but it could increase the hate. It would be worth looking into. You've got to do it with someone that's reasonable, that can be, I guess, put in their place. If someone's that extreme that they just don't listen to reason, like there's YouTubers out there that are controversial, and you can kind of put them in their place and they'd be like, oh shit, yeah, my bad. But that guy, I mean, I don't know. It's like there's a certain level of psychotic you don't want to deal with in your life, basically. So him specifically, probably not, but yeah, definitely more controversial stuff.
Interesting.
I don't see why not.
Interesting.
Yeah, everyone's got an opinion on topics, haven't they? Whether they say it or not, it's a different thing.
Yeah. You could make making videos on that guy, like besides helping your channel grow, of course, because it's a hot topic at the moment in quote unquote, like let's put it this way, in a more mature scene, right? Because the MrBoss and whatnot is pretty. It's in a way it's child's play, but like
it's pretty PG. Yeah,
it's PG stuff, right? Exactly,
Yeah.
and that sort of stuff, dude. Like I wish someone had the guts to start moving into that stuff. The actual toxic portion of YouTube.
Just go at that community.
Yeah.
I'd certainly look into it. I mean, I'm all for everyone, like I said, having their opinions, and I voice mine quite a bit, I'd say, on my videos, but I don't know. I mean, yeah, in terms of doing the right things, definitely, but I wouldn't want my channel to be a channel where I upload a video and half my ratings. I mean, it's not the whole thing, but instantly, without people watching, I wouldn't want half my ratings just be dislikes, just because I've made a video on some guy and now all of his followers are hating on me just because of that.
Oh yeah, that will happen.
Oh yeah, exactly, and that's gutsy. Because I mean, if I click on a video and half the ratings are dislikes, unless I'm doing it for like research for a video, I'm straight out of there. So that's not what I want.
Except for the MrBoss for the Win podcast, though, you watch that shit and then half of the ratings are on the drain.
Yeah, what happened? I don't understand that. That's a different thing. Why are the ratings like that? Is it because it's him, or it's not people hating on you? That's the sad thing. I don't understand why people do that.
Like, I don't fucking care, right? Like, if people want to dislike for whatever reason, like, let them be. Like, I don't care. But most of the time, it's just uneducated people doing that, who don't even take the time to listen to what this guy has to say, and they have their mind made up already. And then you have like another portion who does watch the entire thing, and they'll be like, "Yeah, he was fucking lying all this time, dude." I see right through
those
shit.
people.
You know?
I wish the whole community was like the latter then. everyone would actually see, but Jesus.
Yeah, it's
So many people, they see the name Mr. Boss, or they're just like, nope, dislike.
exactly. Like the whole.
It's your content they're affecting, not his.
But like I said, I don't care. Like
I know it doesn't bother you.
No,
Yeah.
and besides that, I know how YouTube works, right? If I want to grow my channel, like people leaving a dislike, they help me out just as much as people leaving a like. It'll get the shit out there anyway. I don't care about likes or dislikes.
Yeah.
And YouTube is a free place, and everyone could like and dislike whatever the hell they want. But yeah, it's just a little bit fucked up.
I just don't understand the mindset.
Yeah, it's such a weird childish mindset. Just listen, hear the guy out, and then leave a fucking dislike.
And then react, right? Yeah. That's why...
It had fucking 20 dislikes in the first 10 minutes being up.
Yeah, it's like, why? I mean, at the beginning of a lot of my videos, I'm just like, whoa, before you dislike, hear me out. It doesn't work. It does not fucking work. No, I don't know why I even bother. I guess it's just a little dig to take the piss out of the person's fans, I suppose.
Yeah, it's just fucking shit.
I don't understand that side. What? Yeah, definitely. That's odd.
It's funny though. Like we mentioned, we talked through DMs a little bit, like, and I would love to, because now I get to talk to you. Like, I didn't know what to expect with you, right? Like, I was kind of expecting you to come in and like, yo, dude, I'm gonna tear Mr. Boss a fucking new asshole, and because he's watching, because he's sure as hell he's gonna watch this thing, but like you're a cool dude as well. Like I'm glad with that. So
yeah,
it would be pretty cool to do a podcast with the two of you.
Oh, I'd love that. That's the thing. I wouldn't, if I was in a podcast with him, talking to him live, I wouldn't just be like, Mr. Boss, you're a dickhead. You've got to be reasonable. A lot of people have asked me, the question I ask myself when I'm on about someone's channel is, if I could just delete it now and get rid of their livelihood, would I? And no way. You've got to be reasonable with people. I'm not going to just sit and slag him off. Obviously, that's his life, and he does what he wants with it. The main criticism with Ross specifically is that he doesn't respond to his fans. That's the killer with me.
Fair criticism, dude. Like I like I said, I agree with you there. Like if I was in his shoes, I'd probably be down the drain in no time because I would be calling everyone cunts and shit. So yeah, I'll be down.
Yes. Yeah, I'd love to do a podcast with him. We did mention that, and there's probably no chance at all. I mean, as much as I've just said, I'd be very fair. I'd listen to him, and if he comes out with a good answer, fine, good answer. I'll take back the question or whatever. But I'm not going to sit there and slag him off. I'd love to do that, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Who knows, right? Maybe he's like, yo, okay, fair enough. Here I go. Here goes nothing. But you don't know. It would be pretty cool. So the invitation, Ross, it stands, okay?
I think it'd be a miracle if that happened.
Yeah, dude.
And to be honest...
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, I think it'd be a good opportunity for him to question me. Like, why are you making videos on me? Why don't you just leave me to my life? That's another side of looking at it. He can not go at me, but he can question me. Why waste your time making videos on me, Dan? And then he'd get the answers that he's probably asking these questions, like, why is Dan even bothering? What's the point?
All right, so I'm going to ask you that right now, right here, but not specifically on Ross. Not on Ross. Like, let's just in general. Why do you make these videos? Do you feel like you're the content cop and you want to get like things straight out there?
I can tell you why I first started them. That's probably a good start to the answer. Well, obviously, I used to make GTA videos, didn't I?
Yeah.
And the ranting side of things and the just disbelief at some things, I'm like that in real life. Like, driving along, if someone pulls out, I'm just like, are you for real? Are you honestly what is going on? Can you not see me? I'm in like a bright yellow car, but anyway, so I'm pretty sure one day I was driving along and my girlfriend was just like, this would be good as a video. You're actually good at doing this. And I did it, and I think my first rant I think was Lispy Jimmy. And I thought, you know what, I'll give it a go. So I did a bit of research, looked into Lispy Jimmy, and I thought, shit, no one seems to be saying an awful lot. And I'm not saying I'm the only one too. I mean, a lot of people do, but at the time, I thought there's a lot of things that people aren't saying. So that's what got me started on that. And if we can build a community of people that have the fair mind that they're going to hear people out before disliking, then that's a community I want to build. That would be amazing. Like I said, it's the best community. If people just listened and then made a judgment, I'd be happy.
Yeah, precisely. Though in your content, like, it's not direct jab at you, but it's a very one-sided perspective on most of your videos, though. Like, you point out the negative portions. And although, like, fair enough, dude, in Lispy Jimmy's case, there's not a whole lot to say. But, like, people like Ross, for instance, I think there's more to say than what you are actually saying.
Yeah, there's always more to say. Definitely. Positive and negative. A lot of people have asked, why don't you do a positive thing on good YouTubers? So say Bruffy and review his channel. But at this point, it seems like I've got a community of people that want to see the rants, and it's just like, I mean, in a lot of my rants, I do say to people, oh, to be fair, like in one of my Ross videos, I was like, oh, it used to always be 10 minutes, but to be fair, recently he's cut them down. They've been 6 minutes, 5 minutes, 7 minutes. I try and add a bit of that fairness. Obviously, it's one-sided because it's a rant, but
yeah, of course, yeah.
When there's credit to be given, I'll try my best to give it.
Interesting.
Like with Naught and Lispy Jimmy. Lispy Jimmy, his content, Jesus, but he acknowledged my donation on a live stream. That's a fucking good thing.
Lispy Jimmy just doesn't give a flying fuck about anything. Like, he's just fucking YOLO, swagging balls to the fucking wall with his content. Yo, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck.
You've got to respect him in a way for that, haven't you? He just doesn't.
It's just fucking hilarious. Like, he changes up his entire style overnight, and then I wonder what he's doing next month. Yeah. Like, next month I'll be like, what the fuck? Do people watch this shit?
Yeah, and he gets away with it. It's amazing. It's so good. I don't understand how he made that transition. One day he's doing glorious. GTA, and the next day he's like, oh, kid's mum sells his Xbox for $1. If I uploaded that, people would be like, what the fuck's going on? But with him, it took off. It's just
like, alright, it's fair enough, it's Lispy Jimmy, you know? You've
got to appreciate his nerve. He's brave. He doesn't do the shit.
That Apas Mods, dude, that guy. What a legend. That's another one of those. Dude, but the thing is, right, this guy, right, that's just one of the millions of, that's like, I'd like to call it like the layer below Ross, Lispy Jimmy, Not, and all those guys, right? Mods. There's another layer of shit YouTubers right below that. And
yeah,
like, I'm not calling not, like Ross or anyone, well, but except for Lispy. Like, Lispy is a fucking shit YouTuber.
You hate
but
him.
Like, dude, hate is fucking strong. I hate his content. Like, I hate and I love it at the same time.
Yeah. It's just cheek.
But that entire layer below that, Apesmats, there's so many other people like him. Like, what are they even trying to fucking do there?
Oh, that guy. I've got a video recording on him, ASAP Mods, and I'm still debating whether I even bother editing it, because he really wants me to make a video, and that's what pisses me off. Yeah. I don't understand. Like, you sent me the slow-mo of the rest of his video to drag it out to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to drag it out to 10 minutes, at least put the effort of talking in, you know, like the others do. But he's literally got, like, 4 minutes of content, slowed it down to twice the speed to make it 8 minutes, and just put it to the rest of the video.
But fucking the first thing about it is, right, didn't even go ahead and, like, just made it look anywhere nice, right? Like, he slowed down the content and the fucking music, so it looks shit and it sounds shit.
Yeah, there's nothing. I don't... That's what I mean, and I'm pretty sure that's his job. His job is to do that.
Oh my god.
As far as content goes for me, I've got infinite amounts of bullshit on YouTube.
It is. Like, the GTA 5 community is littered with freaking shitty people. Like, there's another layer of that is the modded lobby live streamers. These guys are probably the most lazy of all people.
I've not seen this.
Oh my god, dude.
Go on,
like that pisses me, dude. Alright, so these guys just go live with a pre-recorded video, and they basically put a fucking donation link on that video, and they be like, yo dudes, if you donate $5, I'm gonna get you into a modded lobby session. They're not even fucking live, they're probably sleeping.
That is... And they wake up in the morning like, oh shit, $700 just for sleeping.
Fam, like, yo, nice, cheers dudes, I'm gonna invite you somewhere next month.
It's so funny. I was not even aware that was happening.
Yeah,
This is what I mean. There's so much more to discover in just the GTA community.
That's exactly right. There's so many layers of shit, and it's a shame.
I'd feel bad.
Yeah, dude, in a way, like, I've always felt bad being a part of this community, because all those people, right, they make up of the top part of the YouTube side. Like, they get the views, they get the money, they get the fat stacks and whatnot. And here you are trying to do honest content in GTA 5, and on Reddit you're just one of those guys. Like, if you say, "Oh, I'm a GTA 5 YouTuber," you're like, "Oh my god, you're one of those shit guys." They'll fucking downvote your shit right away. You fucking cunt.
See you later.
That's how it goes.
Yeah,
that's how it goes.
It is ridiculous how YouTube works.
It is.
Could you imagine? I mean, this is completely hypothetical and it's never going to happen. But if people gain subscribers based on quality of content, so animators would be at the top. Channels like, I don't know if you ever heard of Raka.
I haven't, no.
2 Australian guys basically, and they're editing. They make like comedy, gore type videos, and their editing's amazing. And people like Nigahiga, you've probably heard of him. They'd be. I mean, he is near the top, but animators would be at the top. That'd be a whole different. But you're right. These people that are live streaming a pre-recorded video.
I'm getting donations. I'm getting donations from it. And people don't realise.
Yeah, if they were live streaming actually live and getting donations, whatever. But if it's oh my god, you've triggered me.
it's so good. I'm gonna send you some links, right? It's probably happening right now as we speak as well. That some fucking guy in America is sitting there in his bed just sleeping away, just having a wank, and then he's just checking his PC. Oh, nice, $400 made.
I don't even have any faith in YouTube to stop it, because the more people donate, the more money YouTube makes. So they've got no reason to stop it, because YouTube's the business. You've got to remember that. So if something like that's happening, and
I wish they did something. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, if YouTube are seeing that that's making a load of money and they're getting a huge cut, they're going to advertise that shit.
Exactly.
Straight away. Not intentionally, but an algorithm somewhere will do it. There's not a guy going, "Oh yeah, push that stream out."
It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Every time someone interacts with the video, whether it's a like or dislike, it doesn't matter. You get views, you get pumped up in the search results. It's such a dumb thing. Although massive dislikes do help. Then YouTube thinks, "Yo, this content is shit. I'm not gonna recommend it to anyone." But they got the mix wrong at the moment.
It's kind of annoying. Do you not get tempted to just be like, "Oh, here's a bit of clickbait. Just see how many views you can get."
Every day, dude.
You just see it, and it's just like, why am I even bothering? What's the point?
Exactly. I've been debating this as well. Should I just make a pre-recorded video and go live 24/7, whenever donate link up and just do, I don't fucking even know what. But still, it's tempting. People get away with it. They get massive views. They get subscribers. There's channels that are at 100,000 subscribers that got big doing that with the pre-recorded shit.
That's ridiculous. And to answer my own question, what's the point? The only reason I carry on is community-wise. If I was doing YouTube for money, I'd straight be on that. I'd be on that bandwagon straight away. I think everybody would. Which is, again, like I say, all the people I make videos on, they're not the worst. They're not. They actually put a bit of effort in. But people like that, if you just want money, it's fine, whatever. How are we going to stop them?
Ridiculous. I don't have a clue. I don't just make
fucking
whatever
painful.
you do. If you make a video on them, it's going to drive traffic towards that channel anyway. Of course, it's probably negative, but still, there's no stopping that. But you said, your main point is growing your community. Yeah. Are you not afraid that at some point you get that big that you don't have control over that? If you look at certain big live streamers or whatever, there is no way you're keeping up to date with the chat or whatever.
Yeah. This community size now, it's amazing, but I know what you mean. Imagine having 3 million and say you got 10,000 people watching your live, and that's definitely worrying. And sorry to keep referencing him, but PewDiePie said before he'd rather have a channel with 2 to 3 million subs just so we can keep track of the community. It would be horrible having a community that big that you can't interact with them.
Yeah.
Unless you can probably interact with 100 of them if you write the names down.
Yeah.
But it seems like there's a certain point where it becomes a statistic, and that's what I'm hating. I don't know. If I could meet if I didn't have to eat, sleep, shit, fucking drink, and time was infinite, I'd meet every single one of my subscribers.
You shake hands, have a pint with them. Yeah, dude.
Oh yeah, thank them, but you just can't. And yeah, if a community is like 3 million subs, yeah, that's a worry. To answer your question, yeah, it's a fucking worry. I don't think I'd like that.
I think it's a worry of every YouTuber who sees this content going somewhere, and he's, it's getting too hard for that shit. I've seen people going over that tipping point as well, and it's so weird. Like, there's a friend of mine, a live streamer called Stat. When he started out, he was like at 30,000 subscribers or something. Well, not so. He started out way smaller, but when I met him, he was at 30,000. And he had like 100 people, 200 people in his live stream, right? And he could keep up to date with that stuff. But now he's at 200,000 subscribers. There's no way he's interacting with people anymore. His entire live stream format changed after that. And his entire form of making content as well. And it's so weird to see.
Yeah, that is a worry. But on the other hand, looking every cloud as a silver lining. If I had, say, if this was my job, right, and I had all the time in the world. I mean, I wouldn't have all the time in the world because I'd be recording. But say if I didn't have to get up every morning at stupid o'clock, the number of fan meetups that I'd do. There's that side of things. If your channel's that big, you're gonna get a lot of people wanting to meet you. So you could do that. Whereas a channel of my size, if I was like, everybody meet me in London, I'd be lucky if one person showed up, I think. So it'd be nice to have a channel of a size where you can do community meetings, but not so big that you go out in public and you're just absolutely swarmed. It's not even a community. You become a celebrity, I think. That'd be worrying. I don't think I'd want that. I wouldn't want people to come up to you and recognise you because you're a celebrity. I'd want them to come up and recognise you because they enjoy your video or they enjoy your content. There's a huge difference.
That's a weird freaking tipping point, that is. If that were to happen, there is just that moment. There's just that moment where you just realize, what the fuck, I can't keep up. Like, even now, your chat is going, like, if you're live, your chat goes pretty fucking fast. Even now, you are missing things. It happens, to me, that's terrifying. Of course, like right now, I'm nowhere near that point. Like, and fuck knows if I ever get there. But as of now, I just enjoy doing these sort of things, just hanging out with people and just having a chat and whatnot. But
I think as long as you're enjoying doing what you're doing, then that's the thing. As long as you're enjoying yourself, and obviously your community is still strong when they're enjoying themselves, then that's the main thing, I think.
Exactly. Yo, dude, we've been going for nearly 50 minutes now, so
I can talk for England.
No, dude, for sure. Like, it was awesome having you on, man. Like, you were, like I said, you're a cool dude. Thank you for taking this time.
Same goes to you, man. Thanks for having me on. Sorry about the sniffing, by the way. Got a bit of a cold, so if you can hear sniffing all the way through, that's why. I'm not snorting on the side or anything. I don't snort coke. I just like the taste. The smell. So I've got.
Put that shit on your tongue or under your tongue, man. You're gonna go.
Don't snort coke. I just like the smell. Thanks a lot for having me on, man. Been fucking sick. 50 minutes has flown.
Yeah, dude, it was
ridiculous.
Awesome.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, man.
All right, peace out.
Thank you. Cheers so much. Yeah. I did not go how I've been so nervous, man. Since you since you messaged, you can keep this in if you want to keep this in, I don't mind. But since you messaged me like, oh, it'd be cool to have you on, I was like, fuck. As soon as I said yes, I turned to my girlfriend, I was like, shit, what do I do? And then today I was like, right, I've got a podcast at 8. You probably heard me in the stream, I was like, I gotta be there, I got a podcast. But it went pretty good, I think. Honestly,